Slow and stop. Keep going. Kick it with the back of your heel. Oh my goodness. Alright, so unfortunately I don't know what I did with my tripod, but we're gonna get this thing unloaded today, Monday morning. I got some chalks on it just in case. I got my wife coming with the Dakota, so we're gonna put some blocks down behind it, have her pull it up the hill. I'm gonna go park the trailer, and then we're gonna get this thing in the shop. Now, I don't know how much of it I'm gonna have time to work on, but I would like to get this thing running today and get all the stuff out of the back of Bertha, pretty much all the tools and all this and that, so we can work in the shop like it's a normal shop. Keep in mind, guys, this truck, I'm not doing anything with this other than parting it out. I'm not using it as a work truck. It is a base model, rusted, two-wheel drive truck with crank windows. I'm not even gonna consider it. We are literally just parting this thing out. I bought it for the VGT. I forgot that it had the bank stuff on it, and I'm like, usually I wouldn't 6.7 stuff on the 5.9, but it's here and it's available, so I'm gonna do it. This having no ramp shit is always fun, but there's nowhere to even hook them anyway. Here comes the wife. I don't know if the e-brake works or not, but her job is pretty much just gonna be to pull it, and hopefully we clear, you know what I mean? I'm gonna probably just pull it straight back, just call it a day. All right, so the e-brake does work. Go forward. Slow. Slow and stop. All right. Go forward. Slow. Look at that Dakota just. A little more. Stop. I'm gonna get these even. There's one side. All right, go forward. Keep going. Stop. Right here. So the e-brake is trash. This is what's holding this truck from going through any of the other trucks. You're gonna have to kick that block out. Right now? Yeah. Give her a good swift kick.
It's not coming out.
Kick it from this side.
It won't come out.
Kick it with the back of your heel.
How you do it when it hurts?
Oh my goodness. We ended up doing the old switcheroony. So she held the brake, I grabbed the block, then we switched foots, she got out, I jumped in, and it landed there. Just back up behind it so you can pull it straight. So what we're gonna do now that we're off the hill is we're gonna pull that towards there, and then she's gonna pull through the shop, and then it's in the shop. And then I'm gonna back Bertha into that bay to get this truck cleaned out. This one's gonna go probably right in the middle. So next step, more chains. No, back up to it. Yeah. You don't have any tow hooks in the front. This is a bad point. We're not using that because that's only bolted in with those things. We're gonna press our luck and go off of that, but we're only going back so far. So just gonna turn the wheel, have her pull back. So this worked. If I cared about the truck, I wouldn't have used that, but yeah, just keep going that way and then pull into the shop kind of deal and then back up to this. Like I said, she's gonna pull in. I don't have a forklift yet, but at the same time, it's like I gotta find something that can deal with that hill and stones. All right, here's where we're at. All right, go forward. I'm gonna just have her pull me in. This is how we're doing it. Not too bad. We got a Dakota as a forklift. As long as he just doesn't hit the bike, but should be all right. That could have not have been any more perfect. Keep going. Go that way. Okay, so we're gonna see if I can get this thing started. I do have all of the wiring hooked up. The only thing I'm waiting on is a fuse, and I was like a foot short on the wiring. So I just have two pieces connected together, and then when the fuse comes, we will put a fuse in there. So that runs the whole way all along. I try to run it like factory. I ran it down. I'm just trying to have one middle point here, so otherwise there's a hole down at the bottom of the bed you could run it, but I'm trying to use specifically one of these holes here for basically do everything. Then we got our switch here, so now they're live, now they're not. So this battery connects to here, and then this battery also goes up through here to the other one. So anytime this is off, this battery and this are only connected to the welder. Once I turn it on, all of this is connected to the truck and the welder. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna test it. I got the jumpers on here. I'm gonna get this thing clipped in. That is a two-person job. So now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna see that we have power. Let's turn the key on. See, everything cuts off. That's just with the welder battery. Let's hook this up and see what happens now. We should have a little bit better of a shot. If not, I might have to start Bertha. Oh yeah, we have voltage now. That fucking grid heater though. So I'm gonna get Bertha started. I'm gonna turn this off while we start it. And then we will get that started. Bink. I just want to pretty much prove to you guys that this thing runs before I pull the motor out, because you guys know I've learned that lesson before. We're gonna have to let this thing charge. Let the grid heater turn off. There we go. We're getting voltage. Let this thing charge up for a minute. Make sure nothing's on fire. Make sure nothing's shorting out. Close that. Up and down. So pretty much Bertha for 3 minutes is gonna go through and do the grid heater cycle. So I need to wait until it's done grid heatering. So once that says 3 minutes, then we can fire up the truck. So this thing kind of has a shitty battery connection. But we should be at the 3 minute mark now. Yeah, 3.5 minutes. We should be done. Should be done. So let's get this thing. No? One more? Oh, this thing ain't even doing shit. Yeah, this thing's not doing anything. So it does not seem to matter how much voltage I put to it. The dash is saying 14 something, but we are not getting anything. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm gonna get this turned off before I forget. All right, so seeing how as I don't wanna sit here and dick with it and get it started right now, I'm gonna pull everything off that I need right now that will still allow me to start it, and then we're gonna figure something out with these batteries. Because, I mean, these battery terminals are just, like, look at that. They're fucked. Mind you that I'm local now, so I will keep the stock intake in case I go out on the road. But if I'm not gonna go out on the road, then the cold air intake just for the noises. I really do feel like we'll get a nice bump in power and a little bit of EGT loss by throwing this stuff in here, especially with the turbo upgrade, with the Banks intercooler stuff. These 5.9s, if you guys don't know, do have problems with the number 4 injector line. So by swapping to the 6.7 stuff, and I did get a couple of comments about it, I should totally do that. But that number 4 line back there, which one is it? 1, 2, 3. One of those likes to snap, and yeah, number 4, I believe it's this one here. And mine looks like it's kind of on the way out anyway. So if we throw the whole 6.7 rail and everything in there, pretty much, I don't ever have to worry about it. You stop eating leaves. I'll give you guys an update on her in a little bit, because we got some great news. Seeing what we're kind of going to sell. I know the headlights are in okay shape. Probably throw them up for $100. I know there's a little bit of scratch here, but the lenses are savable. Mirrors going to be $100. It looks like, besides a dent, really locked itself, huh? Besides a dent, I'm pretty sure that these 2 doors are in good shape. This fender's in good shape. This bumper has a dent there and a side swipe here. So if somebody wants it for $50, if not, I'm just going to scrap it. Front doors. This one's and then this one has a big rot spot here, so we'll probably just toss that back door. The gauge setup, I already got someone in contact with them. I'm gonna sell this whole assembly for $200, which I know is an absolute steal. I'm not trying to make $1 million off this stuff. I really just wanted this truck for the turbo. Whatever can get this stuff out as quick as possible is kind of my deal. As long as I can make my money back and then some, I'll be happy. I wanna at least, I know I can make about 10, maybe 15 off of the parts with everything that we have here. But at the same time, if I take a little bit of a loss and just get stuff out quickly and then grab the parts that I want, I think that'll make me the happiest, because as you guys can see, I'm already sitting on a pile of parts. We got 2 good fenders, we got hoods, we got doors, we got a fuel tank, we got more fenders, we got bumper, we got fender flares, we already have a dash, we have door panels, we got a frame. Like, all of this stuff is adding up. But we do have 2nd gen parts. I got an intercooler, I got a rad stock intake for a 2nd gen, we got like parts, we got headliner, we got a sunroof conversion, all that shit. So I'm gonna be setting this stuff all aside, and we're gonna have more parts sitting around. So if anybody wants everything, we are doing an absolute fire sale. And I keep forgetting that fucking door's locked. But these are 4th gen mirrors. Like I said, $100 on those. Hood is in pretty decent shape. A little bit of bullshit there. Support here is gone, but the this guy's good. All right, so we got the AC drained. Don't worry, we did it legally. And we got this guy down here. That thing spins very well. And will never consume its own oil again because of this thing, so we're gonna delete that. But still gonna make the decision on whether or not I'm gonna run this. The 5.9 sensor bolts right into that, so realistically, I mean, I think this is probably one of the best kits besides Banks and SMB, because like this actually has a thing here where it bolts into the side and supports it. You guys let me know, should we cold air intake Bertha? I'm also gonna take the silencer ring out of this turbo. Just don't need it, because fuck silencer rings. but I'm gonna try to get, so there's a 10 there, and then there's that one, there's a nut on the bottom, there's a nut on the bottom. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to get all that stuff. We're gonna save all the coolant lines just in case I need them for the swap, because we still need to have the coolant lines for the turbo itself. But before we throw any of this stuff in here, we're definitely gonna be cleaning a lot of this stuff off. And anything to do with the bank system, like this is gonna be teal. These boost tubes, this intake horn, all of that's gonna get painted. So we're not gonna leave it like this. And I'm not in a rush to throw any of this stuff on Bertha as well. So that gives me plenty of time to do it right. You know what I mean? So we'll actually paint it nice, and let's just see where we're at. Success. Look at her out there. Her. Boy, you're adorable. So if you know you're doing stuff like this, you're taking all that stuff off. I like to take the bumper off after I've gotten the intercooler out, because I can just throw an impact right there. Now this is an aftermarket transmission cooler for the G56. I showed you guys in the previous video. This thing has a system and a filter and another cooler right there. So, and a pump and all that. So this thing takes a lot of fluid. So it's gonna be interesting draining that thing. But I will have a G56 that is shot, being posted at some point. Looks like they bolted up into the top as opposed to just bolting it like that. I don't understand the reason for that, but whatever. Quick impact with a 19, and then we can just pick that up, pound them out. On top of that expensive ass build that guy had, he also did one of those. So that's pretty sweet. Again, that's going with the motor, I'm pretty sure. Unless actually, I mean, he has one, so we might be able to get some money for that. I pretty much want to get this to where I can like easily diagnose why the fucking thing's not, you know, working, or why it's not cranking over. There should be a bolt right there, and then this whole thing should pop out. I'm gonna have to break that free. There's supposed to be a splitter. Ah, there it is. Cool. I can just split that and then bring it right back to itself. Next step, I think we are going to leave the we might leave the fan on because that's going with the motor, but at the same time I'm pretty sure he wants to pull this thing down, so I don't know, maybe we pull the fan, maybe we don't. This right here is someone's lazy way of pulling this out. It's like if you pound it to one side and cut it, it's perfectly fine, but they actually cut the frame section here. Someone will correct me in the comments, but you get the point. Someone cut the truck instead of cutting this. These are easy to replace. That's kind of bullshit. I would never do that to a customer's truck. But we do slide these to the side, chop it, and then leave one bolt in one side, so that way when you pound it over, it just slides right back in. So next step, we're gonna start looking into probably getting that turbo. Might start stripping some of the body panels. I don't know. What do you guys want to see in the next video? This is pretty much where we're at. I've already started gutting it. Guys, if you want stuff, I understand. Give me a little bit. Link in the description, or there's like contact info for everything in the description. Realistically, you should get on my Facebook. I'm going to be posting this stuff on Marketplace. And just the amount of questions that I've had, hey, do you have this? Hey, do you have that? We're getting there, slow and steady. I do have it. I have a lot of stuff. I made a post with my Marketplace profile because I have like 25 listings up right now, and it's only going to go up even more as we pull things apart and this and that. But other than that, I think this, realistically, I'm just going to probably cut that and scrap it because I don't feel like dicking with it. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. I could just, I don't know, might just cut it because this cab and everything is going to scrap. Fender's good, hood good. These doors are ass. Those doors are okay. There's one dent in that other one. There's cab lights. There is sliding rear window. There's interior if anybody wants. Cloth front with a leather middle. We have these guys over here. Actually, I think those are actually cloth too. So yeah, there you go. That's soda. Ah, it's empty. Has seen better days. Rubber floor, if anybody's interested in that, it's coming. We might actually be able to get this motor out tomorrow, if depending on if I do get busy or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little misadventure. Bertha is pretty much done with wiring and whatnot. We're literally just waiting on a fuse, and then that truck is done for now. The last couple of things that we're gonna do to that probably are gonna be, we're gonna finish the exhaust, and then we're gonna put the 2 gauges in it. I gotta get those ordered, and then Bertha is 100% done. Don't care about any of the other stuff. Yes, we will replace panels down the road, but that is a as they come basis. I'm not gonna force myself to try to find panels when the truck is already all one color. So I'm not worried about that. We're just gonna keep focusing on growth. Now that I got all that other stuff out, I'm gonna try to work on getting the lift in and getting a better air compressor. And then maybe at some point we even look into getting the Freon so that I'm able to recharge AC, because as of right now, I always go to my dad's shop to take care of that. But it would be nice to do that because we do, I do keep getting questions on heater cores. It is that time of year. If you guys need a heater core, send me a message. We do them 760 plus parts, so it's basically an all-day endeavor. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Also, real quick update on the doggo. I wanted to give you guys this this little update on her because she's our shop and travel dog. We're about to head out. So, I want to let you guys, when we got her, she had fleas, worms, an upper respiratory issue, and a broken fang. So we took her into the doctors. I paid $400 for her. Nobody wanted her. They were trying to sell her for $1,200. She was abused, and like her hair was cut by the kids that were there and this and that. So we took her. I paid the $400. We spent $200 getting her looked at the doctors about the following Tuesday after we got her. They diagnosed her everything. We gave her medication. Basically 3 o'clock every day she had to have this pill, and then, well, half of the pill. And then in the morning and the afternoon we were supposed to give her another pill. So I've been taking her on the road and I'm being super careful where she's at because they weren't able to give her her shots until she was cleared. Today, she is officially cleared. We just got her first shots, and then in 3 or 4 weeks we're supposed to come back for a booster. She's healthy, finally. And then we're just waiting on her hair to grow out so that we can give her a decent haircut because I don't know if you guys can see it, but like her hair here has been all like cut, and like there's spots, like there's a few bald spots and whatnot. But she's a great dog. I don't ever have to put her on a leash because anytime I run somewhere she follows, and like she's just always around me. Obviously in the shop I put her on a leash because I don't want her drinking coolant or any of that dumb shit. But other than that, she's healthy, taken care of, and I appreciate you guys for being concerned because she's definitely in a way better house and place than she was. So she's definitely loved. But appreciate you guys. If you guys need anything, we are here 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 Saturdays. Everything is in the description. Website is down. We are going to be doing a rework on that. It's going to take me a couple months. I'm not in a hurry to get the website back up. Shit's expensive. So keep that in mind.